and welcome back. You may have seen them on our show or at another venue. The Docksiders are fan favorites with their yacht rock style. They were here about 2 years ago, and now one of their lead singers is breaking out.
Wow, was it that long ago? We are joined by Erin Suker, and she's got a new EP. It's called To the Max. It's a collection of songs inspired by the 80s. Good to see you, Erin.
Great to see you both. So how are you doing? I'm so excited to be here.
Hi.
We're doing so great. So great to see you. This is exciting for you. Tell us a little bit about how this project came to be and where this love of the 80s has come from, because I think we're with you.
So during COVID, as you said, the Docksiders were not going to be touring anymore. At least we're in a hiatus. So Kevin, being the creative mind that he is, couldn't stop deciding to make music. And he was in his office studio, which actually is what I'm in right now. And he was writing the melody to what you kind of gave people a sneak peek of, Totally Heartless. And he'd worked through the verse, and I was listening 2 glasses in, 2 glasses of wine in, and dancing around. And he started the chorus, and for the first time in my life, I actually heard the second half of the chorus in my head. So I started singing it, and he was like, whoa, get in here, sing that for me. So I came in, I sang it, and that was honestly the start of us writing this EP together. First time in 20 years of being together.
Wow. Good for you. I love knowing the genesis of a song. So I appreciate you sharing that story with us. We're looking at some of the video, which obviously was shot on an absolutely gorgeous day.
Yes.
Super fun. And it makes me wonder, because you guys were on the show, I can't believe it's been 2 years either. How long have you been singing professionally?
Once again, when I met Kevin about 20 years ago is when I started singing. It wasn't even a thought in my mind until I met him, and he asked me to be in his very first cover band called the Heroes, where we dressed up as superheroes. So, and I was Wonder Woman, and since then we have been in many different cover bands together. I have done some studio work, I have done some commercials and such, but it's been about 20 years.
Wow. Okay, so who are some of your favorite 80s pop stars? Who are your influences?
Oh, gosh, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, Olivia Newton-John. Gotta love her. I know she's not really from the 80s, but that voice. Linda Ronstadt. I mean, she wasn't really 80s either, but all of those voices are huge influences on me and my singing.
Good for you. Those are a lot of really good singers too. What about working with your husband as a producer? How is that? How is working with Kevin?
It's kind of like working with your husband, you know. It's wonderful, and it can be interesting. He's worked with some big artists. He's got some Grammy nominations, so he knows what he's doing in the studio. And if anybody has ever been in the studio, either of you, I know Tiffany, I see a guitar back there. You're under a microscope. So he's, I'll start singing. It'll just stop. Do that again. Oh, can you say it a little bit nicer, honey? Thank you. It ended up sort of being like that, where he would be very businesslike, and I'd be like, can you just be a little bit like my husband right now and not so businesslike? But
right, not separate the two.
Right. But his production is incredible. He would say, okay, I want you to sing this, then I want you to sing this. And I'm thinking, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what you're doing until it's together. And then I hear the final product and I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. So he's so incredibly talented. All the people that I worked with on this record are so incredibly talented. I feel honored. I feel blessed. It's been nothing that I ever expected. And I'm so, so grateful.
Oh, well, good for you. We're gonna take a look at it. So I just want to say thanks for joining us this morning. Good to see you, Erin.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored to be here.
Thanks, Erin.
Absolutely. Good to see you. You can find the EP and her new Erin and her new EP, To the Max. It's on social media. Just check out facebook.com/Erin.Suker00. And here's the song that she wrote. It's called You're Totally Heartless.
I saw didn't wanna see the truth. You're totally heartless. The way you walked out of my life. You never let me say goodbye. Now I wanna die. You're totally heartless. You're totally heartless. The way you laughed in front of your friends. I never wanted it to end. My heart's on the mend. You're totally heartless. You don't love me anymore. You drag my